seed, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernia Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
The throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Marches ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. It was a little...
Touchdown, Noles! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Knight. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
So now it's second and long. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Leaves it with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats since we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some...
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. He fires to the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming right at the pick.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Dome. Back to throw, it's Knight. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Rush is on him. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Here's the heat. And as he throws, had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Florida State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it in the middle. It's Simmons. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
A strike downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They feed him again. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to throw. It's Knight. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throws to the tight end. The short hands, it's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's going to take off inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. On the run, it's Robinson.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
They go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the door. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
And I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And how about that play by the defense on a critical 4th down? The opponent decided not to kick a field goal. I know things haven't always gone great for you defensively in this game, but when you needed to make a play, you stepped up and you did it, and you've now given the ball back to your offense.
Breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. They move on top.
football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Moving away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.